We're back doing a live, okay, because I had to watch Pukey Brown. Okay, I had to watch his live because I was notified by somebody that he was doing a live on me. He started off talking about a Adrastia, okay? But fine, keep talking about me. Now you get everyone in there, all the gaggle of nuts in there and idiots. All right, you got all the gaggle of them in there. You might as well talk about me and live it up. You seriously might as well. At this friggin' point, you seriously might as well. Might as well. You know what I mean? So then all this talk about, oh, with Roger Brown trying to rub in my face. This fucking fool tries tries to rub in my face that he can fit into a size 9. But who would ever want to share shoes with him? Who the hell? He's got dirty feet. I saw his pictures of his feet. They're disgusting. What girl with a size 9 would want to share shoes with him? I mean, for fucking Christ's sakes, dude. Give me a fucking break. After being in those, they'd be dirty as hell and they'd probably have plantar warts and all kinds of other crap. I mean, really. Roger Brown wants to brag about that, okay? But you want to know something? Being size 9 is not out of the order. I know it's tough for me, but Christ, I'm out of the ordinary. I could, just by my appearance alone, I can be worth more if I really want to sell that I'm tall and I'm big, and I got size 14, 15 shoes. Yes. But I managed to find a good pair of shoes today in my travels. And yes, female shoes too. Yes. I'm not going to show them right now, though. I don't need to show them. Okay. And the fact is, yeah, the reason why I was not around here, okay, why I did not go live at that time, okay, someone notified me of it, though, of course. And yeah, I was out prostituting tonight. I was indeed. Someone picked me up and take me back to their place. Yeah. Yeah. I made some money. That's right. I will make money. And on my PayPal the other night, I got about $80. I got about $80, actually, on my PayPal. $80. Okay. I'm going to put the link up here tonight. I'm clearing money. I'm making money. And you know what? It's good. It's all good. No worries about it. Things are picking up. The warm weather's in presence a little more. I mean, today I did some before it got really, really dark or whatever. And yeah, so I got picked up. Yeah. To someone's place. I won't get way into detail, but let's just say I did some acts, okay, with my belly. I did some things, okay, and that's all. That's all there is to it. And I did, because I'm selling the fact that I got a belly now, a pregnant belly. You know what? If I want to believe it's a pregnant belly, it's a pregnant belly. Whatever the hell you want to call it, I will call it a pregnant belly. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I really don't. I'll call it whatever I want to call it. You call it a beer belly, all right? But I call it a pregnant belly, okay? Whatever. I don't care. I mean, I'm playing with it a bit, but hey, whatever. It works. Whatever works, whatever sticks, I'll use it, okay? Whatever sticks. Hey, it'd be something that people think I have a pregnant belly walking the sun. Like, yeah, I'm even tell them I have a baby. So I can get a belly rub. So I could get a belly rub. I might just tell them, hey, I have a baby, you know? Yeah, and you never know. That's what I would do. Just, hey, whatever works, whatever sticks, whatever sticks and whatever works. So, so yeah. Okay. So yeah, rub with that one too. Rub with that one. What was I gonna say? Shit. Something to do with what was it? So the real truth here. I get hated on because I'm beautiful. That's one thing that my haters are not going to mention. They were talking about Savannah because Savannah's beautiful, and that's the reason why that Savannah gets a lot of people after. That's not really it. No. You have to piss people off too. Now, if you were hated just on your beauty alone, then you're doing something right. Okay? But if you're being hated and it's documented that there's other reasons that you're being gone after, then that's all right. Thing is, I don't show up in anyone's side chat so much and incite so many things that people want to come after me. I would rather have people come after me because I make riveting content. I mean, yes, it puts me on the spot some, and it's uncomfortable at times. I thought in L.A. and people were someone made some smart ass remark like, "Oh, I'm surprised Melton made it out of California and out of Texas. How the hell did they survive those two states?" Yeah, and it was worrisome because I had stalkers in parking lots. So my beauty is real. I friggin' I gave them the answer they didn't want to hear sometimes, yeah. And then after hours, one dude tried to shine a laser pointer on me one time. When I was just sitting in my truck doing nothing wrong, just because he hated how I answered him or something. Asking me if I'm a boy or a girl. I'm like, what the fuck is it to you, dude? Mind your damn business. He didn't like that I said that to him. So after his friend left the sun, he tried to shine a laser pointer. So what I did was I drove by his vehicle, slowly creeping by his vehicle to watch if he was going to do anything. I came right behind him, going by. So I have been faced with encounters from people that I had no idea. I didn't know them at all. And why were they messing with me? I don't know this person. Why are they doing this? I know nothing about them. I don't have the time to study them, so I have to do the best I can with the little bit of time that they were doing this shit with me. Okay? You think I'm lying about any of this? I'm not. And I don't care if you think I am. So here's the thing. And another time, I documented something that happened. I had to put the camera in some guy's face who called the cops. And he didn't like that he was owned by me. So one day, he drives by. So someone said they're surprised that I survived California and Texas because I had to be firm with people. That's the reason why I had I survived. Especially Texas. Why? What do you think happened to me in Texas? I mean, I wasn't documented anything crazy like that, was I? Was I? That I was in some Hispanic neighborhoods too, cities over there. In a way, that's kind of surprising. I'm like, it's more relaxed here than it is in California, actually. The way, like the racism is high in California. It's off the charts there. They're not playing around with racism over there. I'll tell you, California is very thick with racism. People will try to make snide comments every now and then. They will. And they'll definitely show themselves for who they are. California has a bunch of punks that were not taught right. I'll tell you right now, that is the friggin' truth about California. One time I was in traffic, I heard some interesting music beside me, okay? I was listening to it. It sounded, I don't know, festive maybe, a little bit. I didn't know exactly what they were saying. A guy had his window down, and he was talking about the resurrection of the Ku Klux Klan. And this was in Huntington Beach, California. This was in Huntington Beach, California. So that's why when I said slavery could happen, it could happen in the most unexpected place, just like other things happen in the most unexpected place. And Marshall Brown going on about, I didn't see one Confederate flag. I didn't see one Confederate flag. He's going on about. Okay? Well, guess what? I seen very few in the South and a lot more in Pennsylvania. Hell, there were even a couple in New England up where I grew up, dude. I told you, I grew up in the Kentucky of Massachusetts. I grew up in the Kentucky of Massachusetts. Then what's he goes, I grew up in the Kentucky of Kentucky. Is probably the thing he's going to say. Look, that's not the point. I'm saying that there's some of the same stuff that happens. It's just that the town got better because the other towns were more expensive, so the house prices went up there. But it was a hillbilly town for the most part at one friggin' time. There were drunks on in the front lawn. I wrote songs about my neighbors having crack babies in the front yard. I wrote like a Fresh Prince kind of song about it when I was young.
I said that his kids had crack babies with rabies, and I was doing a song about it. They have crack babies with rabies in the front yard because he's such a tard, and everyone knew the situation. And they come, and I was like doing a rap song back then. When I thought about, I did a rap about my next door neighbor. Hi, Charlie K. What's going on? What's going on with you? I'm just describing about my experiences when I made rap songs about my crackhead next door neighbor by the name of Baglio. Last name was Baglio. Yeah. And there was a business in around a residential street across the street. It was a repair shop, okay? So they fix cars on a residential street. Does that scream hillbilly to you? Big time. Big time. In fact, my parents bought a house from the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. And my dad's porn collection replaced their pictures. When they left their pictures behind, it didn't take them. Like his porn videos in magazines replaced their KKK pictures that they left behind and forgot. Yeah, when the house was under new ownership, you know what I mean? That's what ended up happening. Yeah, they sold my parents in 1986 the house, and the Grand Dragon owned the house. Turned up. Well, Charlie K, do you need a wrench right now? Do you really need one at this time? I took one for a reason. I don't know why. I'm not describing why I took a wrench away, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm doing a fucking live stream right now. All right. Probably got rudely distracted about that. So yeah, I was I was doing that shit then, okay? All right. Um, so yeah, nothing going on today really or yesterday. I mean, the thing is that this community is so weird. A lot of things in the communities are so weird. Like people go live and then they don't go live for a while when you think they're gonna go live, and it just sets everything off. It's like I'm in your mama's state. That's where I'm at, Lex Broken. I'm in your mama's state. Thank you, not today. What's going on? What's up? So, so yeah. It's just more people jealous of me again. You know how it goes. Because you know the thing about it, Roger Brand. I saw the picture of that Verily Veronica with the eyeshadow or whatever and made up or whatever. What was that? Like one picture you took like that? You're wasting yourself. Roger Brown is a waste. This person could be going out like that every day. Even if I don't think Roger Brown's the prettiest, the fact of the matter is that person could be going out every goddamn day and going somewhere looking like that, right? This person wastes their life in some bumfuck town. At least I didn't waste my life in the bumfuck town that I grew up in. You know, I mean, it may have been better than where he lives. It was better than where he lives, but still. It was still a place though with no opportunity really all the same. It wasn't, okay? And, but it doesn't matter. It's like he's wasted his life in a town like that, all right? And going on YouTube and looking all grubby and having terrible feet, showing pictures of his feet. Someone put a thumbnail of it. I was grossed out when I saw his foot. Someone put it as a thumbnail, though. But he wanted to talk about he's got size nines that he could share with other girls, but who the hell would want to share shoes with him? His feet are fucking filthy. For real. For real. Yeah, rural. Yeah, exactly. That's. Although a lot of it is. But. Yeah, Joni lives around there too. Yeah. And she's stuck with that bitch of a mama. Yeah, Joni's mother's a fucking bitch. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't care if she hears it either. I remember when I was talking to Jody at one time. So talking about Kentucky here, okay? So I was talking to Jody on the phone before, right? And Jody wanted me to go over there. And then she asked her mother about it. She's like, absolutely not. I'm like, well, you tried at least, but I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Her mother is a fucking bitch. I'm serious. God. She lives with her and stays there. That would have been the perfect opportunity for Joni to live this nomad deal. I'm doing it, and I don't have a living cab in the back. I have to live in the front here. And Joni's not doing anything with her damn life either. Let's be honest. Okay? Roger Brown stays in that place. And Roger Brown, I think, had to be coached because Roger said, well, he knows a makeup person. Bottom line is, I don't have any of that, and I still try to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And you're jealous. You don't want to admit it, but you are. So I have natural beauty, you see what I'm saying? I might be tall. Yeah. I might stand out. But if that gets beyond, or if I get beyond a lot of that, I'm an unstoppable fucking force. The number one pick, baby. I am an unstoppable force. If some things even themselves out for me that are my weaknesses right now. And if they eventually even out, I will be full speed ahead to superstardom. Totally. Me living in my truck prevents me from doing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It prevents me from looking good, not having access to regular showers, and I still look good considering that I don't have a shower at my disposal. I don't look grubby. I still wash myself in my own fucking way. So it's like, that's it. Roger Brown is the worst. Yeah, he's certainly one to fucking talk, let me tell you that. Certainly is. Um, and yeah, good. I hope they all go over there. I hope they do. I saw Abby made an appearance in there too, because Abby won't die. You know? Abby being so sick and having so many problems being homeless, Abby can't be on here threatening people anymore like me. At least Roger admitted that he remembers when Abby, but he thinks Abby's a sweet person, though. That's the thing. He does it his own way. This poor thing with kidney failure, Melton was tormenting this thing with kidney failure. The poor thing was kidney failure. He was overselling, you know? This person made some terrible choices. That's where they talking about Roger Brown and how he is a scam. Oh, what's the latest on that one? What did he do to scam people this time? What did he do? I want to hear this one. Oh, he admitted that he was going to pay $50 to some guy to do his whole roof or something, to patch up his whole thing. It sounds like he's into slavery, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like he believes in paying dirt cheap to somebody who is going to patch up his roof? That's another thing that I call, or roof, as some people might say. They're the roof. The roof. You know what I mean? He wants to pay. Oh, Cupcake? Oh, yeah, that name sounds very familiar, actually. Yes. How did he scam Cyanide Cupcake? I didn't hear about that being a scam, but I'm going to have to look more into that now. So Roger Brown scammed Cyanide Cupcake, according to you. And Roger Brown paid $50 for a guy to do his roof. Well, yeah, but I don't know if selling drugs is a scam per se, but he does that for damn sure, yes. And it's a terrible career to have. I would never make money. A drug dealer is the scum of the earth because they're put in poor rural communities and they give drugs to people in the communities, and the communities don't like them. They're sellouts to the community usually if they're out selling drugs. I hear all about it. I've looked into enough things, and bird on a wire, you can kick rocks. I know who you are. You are a bitch. Okay? Get fucked, bird on a wire. get fucked. Okay? But yeah, drug dealers are the scum of the earth, though, anyway. Drug dealers, excess marijuana users, absolutely. Total scum. Yeah, big time. Those are the things he is, you know? But the other thing is, he does slavery. He said he came from a slave owning family or whatever, right? He said that he did, but it's funny because in the current day, he paid a guy $50 to go up on his roof. That doesn't seem like a lot of money, does it? To go up on a roof and fix some things on the roof? That doesn't sound like a lot of money, really, you know? $50. What if that takes about 10 hours? What if that whole thing to redo his roof takes 10 hours? You're paying, what are you paying an hour? $5 an hour? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. $5 an hour. Assuming that's 10 hours, right? From his subscribers that he won't give them back. Oh, the government gives Obama phones out, though. I don't know what you mean. The government's supposed to give those out, aren't they? I never got an Obama phone in my life. And he won't give them back. Well, so why did they give him those phones to begin with? Not so lucky. Why did they give him those phones to begin with? I'm waiting today. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Come on. Will you? Jesus Christ. Why are you taking so long to write me? Fuck, dude. It better be good. He makes his subscribers feel bad. Well, of course he does that. He does that for sure, but I didn't think Obama he's a whole other level of scamming. Hey, Roger Brown, people are saying here that you're a scammer. Are you saying that they're trolling me now? Are you going to say that they're trolling me when they're telling me this? Because I don't believe it at all. It's just I didn't know the details of everything. But do I believe him? Yeah, damn right I fucking do. Now that they're saying it, yep, definitely. Knowing how you are, you're a drug dealing scumbag piece of shit who doesn't make a pretty woman. But even if you don't, you could still be going out like that and trying. You don't go out and try. I go out and try. You don't. You don't. You live in a fantasy world, Roger Brown. You live in a fucking fantasy world. You have no right, absolutely no fucking right to talk about anybody. No right at all. None. I want you to address that you are a scammer on here. You are a total scammer. And that roof job right there, I'm gonna use that against you now too. That fucking you're gonna pay someone just $50 to go up. That's a $200 or more job right there. Slavery still exists, folks. And it's because of people like Roger Brown. Slavery still exists. That's right. Slavery still exists because of people like Roger Brown. That's right. Yep. You better believe it. You better believe it. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, though. He makes his subscribers feel bad for him. I didn't see that movie, Krim. I don't know that movie. But yeah, someone got their name from a movie, I guess. I don't know. Night at working my butt and mouth earlier. So yes, I was busy. Yes, that's right. Um, so what else here? Well,
I bet some nutbag is hopping the train right now. I bet they're probably hopping the train, chasing it, and I have a scenario right now in my head what I think someone might be doing on that train. I don't know. You hear it? That could be going to someone's house. What if I was actually like Howie Mandel, where I chased the trains like he chased the fire trucks, and walk like a man? Remember that movie? And his family of wolves raised him. Remember that? He wanted to give his family inheritance to a pack of wolves because they were his family in his eyes. He wanted to give his half of the money to a pack of wolves. Yeah, totally. So, this is where we're at with everything, right? And what if there is a nutbag out there who does chase fire trucks still when they hear him go by? Oh, I'll be right back. Hey! I can only imagine. Oh. Um, so what else is there now? Um, so yeah. Um, I decide any publicity is good publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. Be a fool, talk about me. It's really what I want, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, the fact is, Roger Brown literally thinks that I want to be like Seasons. I want to be like a 12-year-old girl and stuff like that. Roger Brown got the detail like everything that I mentioned about other people I supposedly want to be, he say. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like a 3-year-old. I'm like 3. I'm like 12. Yeah. I'm like a 12-year-old. But why? Why can't I have it? Why not? Why? Why not? You see? Yeah, I guess it's true, doesn't it? That makes it true, right? I guess so. So, what else is here now? Try to think. You can only get so bored talking about them, talking about you. It gets boring. This shit fucking gets boring. But hey, if I'll be here to irritate the piss out of them, I guess again that'll be my function is to irritate the piss out of them. Even though I'm bad for doing it, I will do it. Yeah, that's right. I will. Um. So what else is there? Let me see here. I got a few things, of course. I had to throw some clothes out, like last week or something like that. But I got a few good replacements, and I'm rebuilding everything. And I'm getting prettier clothes all the time the more that I shop. I am buying better and better things. And some things that I lose are just from my past life that the universe says that I don't need anymore. And that's why I lost them. Well, that's why they got stayed. That's why. Because, see, when I lived with my parents, I shopped on eBay a lot. I was able to shop on eBay. And sometimes I would get t-shirts that were cheaper that had this cheap dye on them. That whenever they were in the wash or whatever they were sitting there or they were damp or something, the coloring, no matter how many times they were washed, the coloring would seep into other lighter color clothes and ruin them, is what they would do. Because I had no idea at the time that I would be homeless like this. So if the weather hit my clothes and they were sitting damp for a bit, these crappy made t shirts would bleed the colors into my other clothes.
So I had to get rid of those clothes that were more defective. That were stinking up my clothes in the back whenever they got a little wet, or something. Hi, quick scope of what's going on. So, so yeah. I put this on today. Who likes my new sweater here? Huh? Who likes that? Yeah. But it's cold. I wear this. This is warm right here. I don't feel like I have to put as many layers on right now because I got this on. And if the sun is any bit out and you get a breeze, you will be hot in this thing in the daytime. I'll tell you right now. And I didn't even pay that much for it right there. I didn't even pay much for that at all. Hi, unicorns. Long time no see. You were so out of the loop then. If you know Roger Brown, I'm pretty much responding to his live stream earlier that I was watching some of. But I guess it went 3 hours, But I was out busy prostituting myself, and I got in a vehicle. Roll with this unicorn, okay? I got in a vehicle and I went to someone's place, okay? And I made some money tonight, yeah. I only caught part of Roger Brown's live stream. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. But Avenite's getting cold, so I would not be up walking any place right now. So, yeah. You notice I'm dolled up though? You notice that a little bit, huh? I did go up. I did go up. So yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I was out today, right? Shopping a little bit, okay? And I was speaking very low, right? And then the cashier was like, "You have a very low voice, I notice." I'm like, "Oh, really?" Well, I'll tell you what. Would you rather I talk louder? Would you rather I I said something like, "Yeah, but when I get pissed off, I get loud." I said something like that. He's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, I see." But yeah, I notice you talk very soft. And that's typically what I do when I go, "Oh, I talk extremely soft. I don't talk like this when I'm in public. I don't. I talk very light, like 1/3 of this, actually. 1/3 of this. Thank you, Unicorns Cry Too. Thank you so much. And I mean, it's really, people want to try to spin their narrative, everything, but they're jealous of my beauty, is what it is. And Roger Brown tries to throw whatever he can at me, like he's got a size 9 shoe that he can share with other girls where I don't. But his feet are so dirty, unicorns. Who the hell would want to share shoes with him, is what I was saying. Who the hell would want to share shoes with him? Yeah, quick scoper, yeah. That is the truth. Yeah, pretty much. That if I can only get over my few weaknesses, I'm full speed ahead going all the way here. But a few things are holding me back, is what's going on here. So yeah. That they're just wasting their lives, all of them. You know? And that goes into what I was saying. That I think that this community, right? Tell me if you agree with this quick scope or not, right? Like I was talking about slavery the other day, right? And I think that this community has a lot of people that would be good recruiting grounds for people who wanted to own slaves in the future, don't you think? Where they could pull from this community, possibly. Your gamers who are obsessive, and if certain things change and say slavery ever comes back, this would be a good recruiting ground, I think, for them. See, lots of lucky says, coming from a real woman now, Roger. I think Roger is very jealous of you and has been for a very long time. Yes. He's going to say you troll it, of course, though. That's his response to everything. Even if they say a fact blatantly, like, oh, someone is trolling with that information, he'll always say something like that. Yeah, Roger has a habit on turning on people from my experience. Yes, that's also true. He lost a lot of people too. He gained some people, but he didn't gain good people in his side chat. Would you agree he gained people to replace them, but they just were not good people? Because I know Roger Brown had some more genuine good people in his chat a while back, but a lot of them left. That friggin' Penda, too. I mean, Christ, that Penda stays quiet. That one is very dubious. That one's working behind the scenes. I know this for a fact. And helping Roger out behind the scenes. That might as well be his bitch. They might as well get together because it's clear. I see what's going on there with those two. Penda and Roger Brown might as well be married. They seem to have like an online marriage, by the way. I have noticed that about them. Because he always mentions her in such a way, you notice that? That Pendar is like my alarm clock. Pendar wakes me up. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Like, so he's in a total online marriage. You know, that might even be a bigger online marriage than Bergs and Jill, I hate to say. Because she's literally his alarm clock in the morning. Wait, trolling, what did you say? Trolling, write that again. I didn't see what you said right there. What did you say? You don't watch him, never have, but I'm very wary of him. Yeah, well, that's a good decision to make. You stay far away from him as possible. That's how you're going to handle people like Roger Brown. You're going to stay far away from him. You know? Unless you're on a mission, maybe. You're not going to be casually walking around that guy at all. I would not casually walk around that guy whatsoever. Savannah and Tiger took over. Tiger Kitty, too. She's another lush. God. Took over Discord and are killing the content. So Savannah is in Discord, the deceitful bitch. She is in Discord, after all. Discord is a horror show. I don't go to Discord. It's it's just a bad place. I have enough bad places I'm in already. I try not to go to new bad places if I can help it. So I stay off of Discord. Oh, Roger Brown does have lice. I'm pretty damn sure he's got lice. No question about it. There's nothing at all desirable about him. He's trying to say he's got style with his leather jacket and his mask and whatnot. That's all he's got to his name. Maybe those freaking the fact that he can share shoes with women, but I don't know anyone who the fuck would because his feet are fucking filthy with plantar warts and all dirty and fucking shitty and all that. It's like, yeah. And plus his cat's piss in his bed. That's disgusting. They freaking shit and piss in his freaking sleeping space. No record of that happening with me. Right when I lived with the cat lady, I thought the house was filthy. The old cat was shitting and pissing on the rugs all the time. It drove me nuts. The smell hit the hallways and shit close to where I was. I'm serious. And she was a gamer too. And she wasn't very healthy. And all that. So yeah. But I don't think it even went to the level Roger Brown's a bigger pig than that one even. I'll tell you right now, but it was still bad even when it wasn't as bad as that, is what I'm trying to say. You literally like maybe four people. Okay, Unicorn says, I literally like maybe four people from these communities now, but you're one of them. Thank you. Finally, some positive publicity about me. Everyone wants to run my name through the mud all the damn time. It seems like. They don't know the real me. It's that friggin' simple. I mean, I am myself on here, but I'm real and they're not. That's what it comes down to. Really does. And you know the kind of trolling I find funny, Unicorn, and I might have said this before, right? Where I put a picture up but I don't show my face and I use my voice to incite people, where I'm not attacking somebody, okay? I'm not insulting anybody in the chat, but I'm generally talking. And I'm still annoying people, but I'm not insulting anyone in particular. It's just pretty much a bunch of people are up on chat talking and having a conversation. Then I show up, I'm like, so what's everyone up to? Or I do like the Chinese chicken prank call or whatever. You say we need to Trolley says we tried to help Michelle with her medical appointments in her life, and Michelle decided to turn her back on all us and got Savannah and Tiger in charge of her life. So you were in Michelle Marie Delaney's not long ago. So did you just suddenly decide you don't want to be a part of it anymore over there? Is that what? Because you were in there not long ago. So did you just suddenly decide that you just are done with it? And then she turned her back on you, and you got Savannah and Tiger in charge of her. Oh my God. It's all good though. Craziness. Jesus. People don't. Quickscoper says, I know you and Mama T, and I used to support her until I found out she lied about being homeless, meaning getting vouchers in eBay. So I'm picking up some of the supporters that other people had that they got disgruntled off. This is good news. I'm glad I'm back on here with my channel, so I know this. Even though I might not have the money button right now, there was a time I wasn't going live on this channel because I didn't have enough mods on here. So this is very refreshing to see right now, actually. Um, People don't. Yeah, Mama T is grifting too, definitely. Mama T, you can tell that she's just very rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? Mama T's not someone that I would want to hang out with, really. Mama T got a lot of shit going on. I couldn't prove it all, but she definitely is crazy and wacky. So I don't really go near crazy and wacky if I can help it. But she can be trolled pretty easily though. Sometimes it is funny because there were times when I was trying to explain something to Mama T, and I remember I was using that voice on it. So, in this kind of a situation right here, I have to use this voice to get through to your head. Do you understand, Mama T? Or I would talk to her like that or something. But that's really where it ends, though. It's like, you know what I mean? That'll annoy people right there. Like I don't have to threaten to kill anybody. I could just do stuff like that. You know what I mean? She is more than capable of working. Her boyfriend has a job. Well, even if she can't, it would be fine if she couldn't, if he's willing to, but I think she's scamming too. That's the thing. If she's not scamming and maybe she has some difficulties, then fine. But there have been many reports that Mama T is scamming her. Yes. A lot of people are done with it. People and Unicorn says people don't get you or want to get you, but you have a good heart. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Um, yeah, I believe she's scamming. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, for sure. And you know what else too? I'm noticing Rosie Ren is trolling her own supporters. Like Kyle and even Katie too. Um, and I noticed that when things are cool, and they're just talking regular, that Rosie Ren tries to insult him, to try to incite him, you know, and stuff like that. Like I noticed that she does that sometimes just out of the blue. So that's why Rosie Ren has been turned off from a lot of people also. And yeah, I've been watching a little of Kyle lately, actually. Kyle Kripner. I've been watching his channel a little more. When he sings, I'll tell you, It's just like a record deal. He could be on a record deal. I mean, I'm not going to totally get into why, but let's just say I think the record producers could be looking at this guy. I don't know. He's a very good karaoke singer. You know what I'm saying? Rosie Wren is a troll. Exactly. She's trolling people. They don't. I don't even think they fully realize it. Katie does for sure, but Katie deserves it because Katie's like totally. There's nothing sweet about sweet Katie at all. There's nothing sweet about her. I'm simply going to say that right now. Nothing. It's an act. You know what it reminded me of? She's doing exactly what someone else used to do on here, okay? There's this old guy who had glasses, okay? And he used to go by the sweet old man. But he could be an instigator in his own right, too. He was an instigator, but he called himself the sweet old man, okay? Does anyone remember the sweet old man? Why'd you have to block me? I'm just a sweet old man. He would do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Please don't mention Rosie. There isn't Ellie watching. Oh, that's who it is. That woman, right? I won't mention her name, but yeah, there's someone watching her chat over there. Yeah, there is. I don't think they're in her same state though, but there is somebody watching over there. Yeah. It had to. I think it had to do with the animal abuse, though, too, didn't it? Didn't it have to do with the animal abuse or something? It had to do with that, and I think something else too. I don't know, but I know that there was a potential cop over on John Camillo's channel, though. I wonder if those are the same people, to a point. And someone tried to say the cop sounded like he had a Texas accent, but he was saying he lived in Maryland or something like that. I don't know. But I know from listening to he might not be a cop too, but he definitely sounded like one. I'll tell you, that's what I would think. He was a conversationalist going up on Camillo's panel and stuff like that. I mean, two YouTube creators. Okay, yeah, but they were ex-cops or something, right? They're not current cops, but they just have connections, right? Or some shit. Because one of the women is watching me, I think, too, kind of a little bit. I think one of them is, actually. But I try not to say her name. I followed her on Facebook, though. I mean, on YouTube here. I actually followed her. Um, well, that's the one-time thing, more. I mean, I was in a rec center at the time. I was new to this living in a truck thing, and I was able to sign up for a rec center. I've been traveling to where I couldn't find a rec center that good in my travels. I found a good rec center, and I was lucky I found one to use at that time. And the weather was good every day, too, at that time. When I was passing through the Denver area. So I was pretty much playing on that high altitude is what I was pretty much doing. Like very close to like 5,000 feet above. Yeah. So that was rather interesting that I did that. Oh, that was on high elevation right there that I was playing. Check your block list. I don't know. I can't just check my block list. I only use my phone. You realize that, right? I have to go somewhere to do it, and that's once in a while. On my PayPal. Yeah, that's me right there, unicorns. Yes. It's an old picture. I didn't take it down. I don't bother to take it down. Oh, and that's the other thing Roger Brown was throwing at me. Well, if you want to be called a lady, why do you leave your Melton John name on your channel and your PayPal link, John Melton? That sounds real ladylike. Well, well, my response to that is that's what he tried to throw at me, you know. Those are the names I keep because it's easier to keep them. It's tougher to change that and start a new PayPal page. Okay? So the names are what they are for now. It's sad that I have to fucking explain this shit to small minds. Get the fuck out of here, Carlos. Like I give two shits. It figures G Mangos would be using me at this time. It really figures, because that fucking guy wants content. He's a leech. God. I figured now's the time, right? Because I'm the only one live, right? Yeah, Melton John is a unisex name. It really is. It is. And and I keep the name on this channel because that's the name I got monetized. So there's nothing to do with what's going on right now. I keep it because that's the name I got monetized on this channel. So I'm going to use my other names I want to be called on other channels. If this channel ever comes down, the Melton John name is going to be retired for good. The only reason why it's still in existence is because my monetized channel was monetized with that name. So I'm traditional like that. I keep the same name that I get monetized with. I mean, is that such a tough concept to understand? I mean, really. So they're going to use that as any excuse to misgender me more. What fucking bigot assholes we're dealing with around here. Looks like Dominic Barber from the Howard Stern Show. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Cap Gun Slim, but that's a fucking insult, and that's a timeout right there for you. So you sit and you fucking think about that. Um. So yeah. What else? And this is another thing. G Mangos misgenders me all the damn time. He refuses to acknowledge my pronouns. Well, guess what, G Mangos? Because of that shit and because of people like you, Biden is going to win again in 2024, and there ain't nothing your ass is going to do about that but sit and complain. But Joe Biden is better than everyone else out there, and you got to live with that. Oh my God, nah. If that's a fake or a real one, I don't care. He's sucking up to me to get me on there. I heard what he said. All right. Period. Like I'm gonna forget about that crap? Never. Never happening. Nope. It's how people know me. Yeah, well, anyone who follows me knows exactly what I am and exactly what I want to do and what I do. And yeah, it's funny earlier someone did mention cyanide cupcake. That has been something I've been keeping tabs on, kind of to a point. You know the truth though, cyanide cupcake actually, right? Reminds me of two cousins that I have. And she's got the same name as one of my cousins, actually. But she's like the other one, too, you know, from my dad's side of the family. So she reminds me of two cousins that I had, actually. No. Sucking up to me. Mark Terry's a fake son of a bitch, too. Those aren't his real thoughts. I've heard some nasty things he said about me before. You think I'm going to forgive that shit? Hell no. Fuck's sakes. Out of here with that. Hell, man, I don't talk much, but I listen to you sometimes. I hope you have a good. All right, thank you, Kendra Ortega. What's up? What community do you come from? You gotta check it on YouTube. Check the channel. The channel then. I don't know what you mean. Check what? No, you can't do it on a phone. I've checked it many times. You all can get the fuck out of here. These people are trying to get me to shut my show down to go there. These fucking deadbeat losers on home base can go fucking kiss my ass. I mean, really. They think I'm cool with them to go up there? I have to be cool with you if I go up on a panel. I'm not cool with them over there. It's so funny. Every other night, they're not around here. And now they're on here tonight to ride my coattails. Funny how that is, right? Yeah. Anyone who comes in here promoting G Mango's channel or telling me I need to go out there, it's immediate block and a timeout. You're on an old phone. Well, I'm on a new phone, okay? I still can't do it. I'm not going to talk about it, though. I'm not going to worry about it. If you're blocked in there, I don't know who's blocked. I'm not fucking discussing about who's blocked. You got to get that out of your head right now when I'm doing my goddamn show. Understand? Elvis. It's probably the real Elvis, too. Jesus Christ. No. I don't know who your friend is, dude. So it's a moot point right now. Oh, you float around, Kendra? Okay. All right, I'm about an hour in right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hitting that hour point. I don't want to be on here all night. You don't really interact with people. Yeah, I can see why. Lady Spec says, a spook says, Spock says, Lady, why are you at such a big demand over there? I don't freaking know. Funny how they're all coming around tonight, but every other night they aren't around. So guess what? Marvel Cuphead, timeout. They're probably all the real people too coming in here. Are they so retarded? Do they realize that no one's gonna just end their show to go over there and add to their view base unless they're retarded themselves? Do they realize that? They are. I'm the biggest thing in the game right now. It's what this is proven to be right now. Apparently, they've given up on Bergs so soon. Apparently, they've given up on Bergs. Apparently, they're giving up on John Camillo. I don't know what else to say about this. I really don't. Something must have happened to something because I haven't been seeing either of them go live. I've not seen Bergs. I've looked for them all last night, somewhat into today, a little bit. I didn't see either Bergs or John Camillo live at all today. All right, Hydra Oscura. When they come in here, yeah, just get them. That's all. Home base is only good for one thing, lurking every once in a while. What do they really have over there? A bunch of drug addicts, people with so many substance abuse issues and felons and all that kind of thing. And that's probably the real German lady, someone who I'm not friends with at all. I don't consider that person an ally whatsoever. German lady has been a bigot to me and misgenders me all the time. German lady, you can go suck an egg out a chicken's ass. Seriously. No, not happening. You're all lame. Lame as hell. Overplayed. I've been around here forever, but there's that feeling that I'm still that something new. You know what I mean? That everyone else is pretty played out, at least over there, and they haven't been around as long as me. There's only a select few people out here that still believe that I'm old news because I've been around for 15 years. Apparently not, though. Apparently not. Yeah, that's the person who puts on a plastic mask. Yeah, because they're very artificial. That's the very person that they are. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, but that's what they are. The kick on Slim, kick him because I gave him a timeout before. That person is a fucking prick right there. Could someone get Capcom Slim? Kick him out of here. Always the same. Yeah, it's like it doesn't move. Yeah, it's like side to side, like a robot. See? Capcom Slim is a fucking bigot racist. He wants to say anti Semitic things toward me. He's gone. He's fucking gone. He's a reflection of Hull base, what G Mangos tries so hard to be in the closet about, but he really is about that shit. All right, quick scoper, I'll give you a mod tonight. So that's right. I could use new mods then. And Hydra took care of him also. Very good. Good. These people need to learn. That's it. Little old me, poor as can be, and I'm still outshining you. Still, still outshining all these people out here who find nothing else to do but talk about me. Then that Carolyn, for Christ's sakes, is now going to ride my coattails. All right, thank you, Spawn. And Carolyn now is riding my coattails some more because I don't care about Carolyn anymore. You know? And I brought Carolyn into this community. Don't forget that. I told her about all these people. I had private conversations with Carolyn, but she didn't know anybody in this community. And she seemed like cooperative and willing to work with me and stuff. She seemed somewhat better than she became when she got introduced to all these people, but she was still throwing her drama at me, and I didn't have any idea who the hell these people were that she was talking about, and they came from other communities and stuff like that. Well, you could have them, King Nothing. You can have them. How about that? You can have them. I don't want them. King Camillo kicked by Hydra Oscura right there. He thinks he's now going to troll me. Great. He just keep typing and typing anyway and flooding the chat. But him and Bergs haven't been going live lately. It's pretty much been Mark, Terry, and now me, I guess. I didn't think I'd be in the running so soon. I've been away, for Christ's sakes. I was hoping I wouldn't have to come back again. I was seriously hoping, but this was just too tempting this time around to stay away. Bullhorn Betty, out of here. Out of here. Not so lucky. Took him out. Yep. Very good. If I end my show, it ain't going to be to go to home base. I'll tell you that. I am about to close this down soon, though. Does anyone have anything else to say? What did I not cover today in this? Pretty much just the same old, same old. I mean, it's. Oh, probably is, yeah. But still, the fact that someone would clone Bullhorn Betty like that and even make it look so real. Bro, those people are gonna talk. Well, I'm gonna get them pulling their hair out of their heads. That's all.
Just whoever wants to talk about me, whether it be Roger Brown, I don't care who it is. But they all clearly want to ride my coattails for damn sure, or make me their next Lulz clown. That ain't what I'm all about. I'm nobody's Lulz clown. That's only in their imagination. Roger Brown says he was too busy to make me part of the Saturday cartoon edition or some shit. Or that I was going to do this yesterday or something. And it's funny, sometimes you can intercept his plans and not even know that. It's almost like you can troll Roger Brown pretty easily just by doing the things you do, you know? You can go live and not even be aware that he was going to go live, and you could just go live. People think that I literally. Abby was the other one who thought I was going live on purpose when she happened to go live. But I wasn't. I would just happen to pick those times. Roger Brown is a joke. Yeah, it totally is. And some new reports that he's a scammer about Obama phones now. Jesus, someone sent them Obama phones and all that crap. Ugh. I wonder what he's got to say about all that. Oh, he's very overrated. Yeah. And for someone who he got done up as a woman before, right? Supposedly he knew some makeup artist who helped his ass, because he certainly doesn't do that on his own. Let me tell you, he doesn't do that on his own. He can't do it on his own. Or else he'd be doing it more. That guy quit on who he could have been. He quit on it. Again, even if I didn't think he was the prettiest, I'll tell you something right now. He is very dirty, by the way. I think it's probably good that he didn't become a woman because he's so dirty. But to be honest with you, yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's like the times when he was taking pictures like that, you know? Oh, absolutely needs to. But he'll go several days. Like he'll go, I mean, if you have a residence and you should have running water. There's no excuse for that. How do you not have running water? I mean, really. I understand someone who lives in a truck and they can't get access to showers often, then fine. But if you live in a place of residence and you can't take a shower, then at least I don't get that in my fat folds. At least I don't. I do damn good for someone who hasn't showered very much, I'll tell you. You wouldn't find a trace of anything like that. No. So, welcome to today. You just joined Milton. Okay, good. You heard about the phones? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good situation, does it? Yeah, I can't either. He's almost like this classmate I had, and out of curiosity, we like did a dare, right? I had other classmates. Okay, there was this kid who never showered. I think once a month he showered. And I think he ran the water over his head or something. I think that's what he considered a shower. And he said he showered once a month. Again, someone who had running water, someone he only took one shower a month. Okay. So me and my other classmates had a deal, right? We had a sleepover, all of us, right? So we all were like doing kind of a deal, like, hey, which one of you wants to smell his ass first? Okay. So we would pull down his pants to smell to see how bad it really was, you know? Like, Peter, we're trying to do this. Just roll with it. We got to just see here first. Do you want to smell first? No, I don't want to smell first. Do you want to smell first? that's that's what it ended up being like. Roger Brown is like the adult version of this Peter kid. I'll tell you, like if there was a world where adults would be doing this, I could see him being the person they would grab me like, hey, hold still. We're just gonna try to see here. Come on, do you want to smell his ass? Do you want to? Like, no, I don't want to. Well, I guess I'll have to go first. Kind of like a deer, you know. I did this with my at the sleepover that I had with all of us and stuff, you know. And this kid was so smelly that
the curiosity was up. Like, if you get up close, how bad is it really? Because the only thing that I could really smell when I was in the classroom with him when I got close to him was dirty baked macaroni and cheese. Okay? So, right there, that was something that happened or whatever. And like all these deer games or something, right? I know, isn't that funny? It happened though. Pigpen from Charlie Brown. Yeah, probably. I didn't. Yeah, Roger Brown's the one that if he was in a group of people with them, they'd probably do their games. Like, how bad does he smell? Hey, let's find out. Hey, Roger. Hey, come on. Come over here for a sec. We want to do something here. Come on. We want to just see how bad you really smell. I want to just see this, okay? You just kind of explain it like, because you don't shower a lot. That's why we got to see how bad it really is here. Yeah, I can't. In fact, it reminded me of when Real Man 1 Trillion showed his feet before. He showed his feet right up to the camera. Roger Brown, in some ways, is like Real Man 1 Trillion. If anyone ever remembers how that Real Man Pones used to be on here, there's something about him is similar. There is similar traits to a point. Yeah, yes, where he would talk about how he got gifts like a blender or something. I got a nice gift that a kind person sent me here. I got a blender. I got something here. I got a blender that I could use to make my life easier. I only get $700 a month. Why, thank you so much for this. I could use this. He reminded me a lot like, you were reading my mind. BTK Killer. My God, I was thinking about making an account called the BTK Killer. What the fuck? You beat me to it. I swear to God. I swear to God. It's Jade. What's up, Jade? What's going on? Well, I forget what it smelled like. I try to block it out of my head, but we thought he was pretty bad that we had to check the situation out. Let's just say that. Not Swiss cheese, really. No. Not that I recall. But I didn't want to go far in there either. So I didn't. I don't even know if anyone else did. I think we were just checking it out more than anything. Chilling at the crib. Yeah, it did. Whatever I could smell did make my nose hairs curl. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was like a 12, 11-year-old kid, I think. 10, 11 or something. He scams all that money and still does not buy soap. Yeah, I believe that. I totally believe that. So what's going on now, Jade? What's up? See, one thing, Jade, you're really good about finding things. I'll say that. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm all right. Yeah. I think people just need to put on a biohazard suit just to visit them. Yeah, like hazmat or something. Yeah. Some kind of a biohazard suit. Yeah. That sounds about right. It's pretty bad. Definitely. So anything else? But the name of the game is to say so many things, and see what sticks and see what people talk about. And a lot of this is true stuff, too. That's what makes it funny. Thanks for the last night. Thank you, Quick Scope. Yeah, thanks for coming in here, all right? You're going to go to bed. Yeah, me too, just about. I'm going to wind down for sure and stuff like that. I'm going to go, though. Thanks for coming in tonight, all right? Trying to get this chat back up to where there's better people in here, not a lot of trolls, you know? If I can get that accomplished, hey, I'd be doing a good thing here on this channel. All right, bye for now. Thank you. Yeah, I do. Because I use that when I go into like places like Bigo Live, I use it in the chat room actually. I'll use like a thing like that, you know? It's kind of funny. I pissed off a whole group of people in Dallas, Texas one night, I noticed. Not even insulting anybody, but just generally talking over the group like, hey, wait a minute here, hold up, hold up. Like I was just trolling in there or whatever. Or I did like the whole voice routine or something like that, or they saw my picture and stuff like that. Yeah. And I got some guy, he said, drop your address. I'll kick your fucking ass. Drop that address. So, yeah, look, I got you all mad. Look at me, and I'm someone who lives in a truck, and I got you all mad. Like, yeah. And I wasn't even coming in here poking fun at anyone particularly. And I got all you misgendering fucking people all mad. Because the guy wanted to fight me like he had no vision. He had tunnel vision, didn't see that I was trans at all, right? And that maybe I didn't want to necessarily go that route with him. You know what I mean? I was just in the chat fucking around. That's where you're supposed to do this noodle thing. But not when it comes to stalking and handpicking individuals to stalk. You're supposed to do it in a group chat. That's where you're supposed to do this whole noodles thing. Okay? Do it in a big chat room where people are all talking at once, you know, so then you could out talk them or something with something and all that. Kind of like what Sam Hill does, you know, sort of like what that Sam Hill guy does. You know, if anyone knows who that is. It's sort of on that idea. Maybe Evil Abe a little bit. Maybe something like that. Like, hold on a minute. Wait. And look what you got that pickup. That's the BTK killer and all that. I'm like, yeah, well, just roll with it, all right? Roll with it. I'm like, yeah, just roll with it. So, yeah, I had something to say. Oh, yeah, all this shit. I would just ramble on or whatever. I don't know. So, every once in a while, that's funny to do and shit. All right, I'm going to end it now. Bye, everyone. Bye. Going. No, you're out of here, bitch. Before I go, bye, everybody. Causa, fuck you.